So anyway, hello people, how you going? So today we don't have anything about Australian English, we just have something about Victoria. So in this app, which is Australian Victorian Emergency app, we have information about hazards that occur in Victoria. So you have the one with the flame, which is a fire, plain burn, as a lined border. Okay, and then we have black fires, which indicate that the fire is contained, and then we have white fires, which indicates that the fire is not contained or new. So we have a fire in Lara, then we have a road rescue, so trap fire, so maybe that could have been a house fire that someone's trapped in, or maybe a car accident. Then we have, you can't actually click on the question marks, but they indicate they're not too sure. Then we have the chemical symbol, which represents hazardous materials. And then we have a tree, it's on the side, represents a tree falling down. So that's in emerald. And then we have multiple fires. So I'd say that this year's been pretty lively in the fire department. So let's have a look at the fires that we have going. So the white flames on the black background are actually active fires, so we've seen that one. Here we have one near Dalesford. So if you click on the fire, no, doesn't want to pop up. Bushfire, unknown, not under control. So as you can see, the green areas are actually forested areas. Basalt, and not under control. 6 vehicles responding. Oh, now goes the information. You can usually click on the information, but come on. No, it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to play ball. Anyway, if we zoom out, we can go to another section. So we can go here. Responding, small fire. And then we have, worry about that bit, that's related to fires, so we'll worry about that bit later. So then we come down to Gippsland. So you see all these bordered areas, black areas, you click on those, not that, click on here. So this area here is where the fire has been burnt. Click on the information, click on the information. That doesn't want to play. Okay, click on this one. Okay, so it gives you advice. So these are the towns that are affected by this fire. And if you click on it, click on the actual fire, it's not a control. And it gives you the hectares that it's actually been burnt in. Burn, baby, burn. And as you can see, there's lots of other fires that are under control around the area. Then we have another one, which is a bushfire, 30 kilometers northwest of Dargo. Wow, this is a pretty big fire, because as you can see, there 24,000 hectares, 29 vehicles, and not under control. This one up here, this one seems to be under control. They're not under control. So all this is actually in the Alpine National Park. So only 4 minutes. So it's 13,000 hectares. So those are the fires actually going on so far. And then we have little black areas. So you can see little black dots there. They're actually other bushfires that have actually managed to put out. Then we have this one here, which is Butcher's Ridge, near Marindle. And 4 vehicles under control, so they've probably extinguished most of that, but not all of it. Then we go down here. So Avon Wilderness Park, this one 42 vehicles, 79,000 hectares. That's a pretty big bushfire, and you can see all of where it's actually burnt. And There's probably a large exclusion zone around there, which is the yellow, only residents allowed in. Because why would you want other people to come in? And then we have another bushfire here. This has been burning for like 2 or 3 weeks. Under control, 10 vehicles and 6,400 hectares. So that actually hasn't increased that much. And we'll go down here. This is Valhalla fire. The Valhalla fire under control, 12 vehicles, 8,000. So obviously they haven't put that out. Have a look at all the area that's actually been burnt. They would have mainly tried to control areas around Valhalla and not the areas further from town that are in the bushland, because that's the least of their priority until it comes to close to another town, which looks like Fairway. And then yes, that's the exclusion zone, looks like around there. Then we have another fire here, under control, 2 vehicles, another one here, under control, so they're pretty small. Then we get down to here. This is the Bunyip fire. So Bunyip State Park. It says here, contain 31 vehicles, 15,000 hectares. Okay, then we have another bushfire just north of it, under control. So it seems to be a bit dry. Well, we've had a lot of rain, because there's a lot of heat, actually dries it out quite a lot. Ooh, another bushfire, small, responding, not under control, so... Ooh, what did I do that for? So this is a good little app to see where the bushfires are. And I would say that this blue line around here is actually the area affected. No. No, it's not playing. It's playing up. So maybe you're allowed to be able to go on the freeway, but apart from that, you're not allowed to go north. I would say that is what that is for. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of bushfires, especially in the Alpine National Parks. Quite a few. Another near Sale, small. And there's another one. Oh, there's another bushfire here. Small. So I'm just wondering any of these will actually start up again. Oh, so the app's not that. Yeah. Okay, now I've got it back. Then we have another fire near Sale. That's the area that's been burnt. Holly Plains State Park. And you do get also house fires anywhere up north. No, what's this information? Blue-green algae. So in Lake Epilogue, you have a blue-green algae incident. So if you click on information, high levels of blue-green algae detected Lake Epilogue. To rain. The algae bloom is expected to remain until there is significant rainfall to flush the lake or cooler conditions slow the algae growth. Regular testing is being conducted to identify new outbreaks or changes that might indicate improved water quality. Okay, so don't swim at Lake Epilogue because you don't know where it is. And oops, I'm back. Go to Victoria again. Let's try the other lake. The other lake is Lake Epilogue is... I can't see that. Warunga Basin. So here you go. And this one is also a no swim area. Okay. So those are the areas affected by bushfires, and up here we haven't had many bushfires at the moment. which is pretty good. What's this information? Blue-green algae up here, Lake Charlie Crack or whatever. Another one, Walinga Swamp. These are caused probably most likely by lower levels of water and too much nutrients going into the river probably, and then into the lakes. So lots of bushfires in Victoria. And then we have up here, so this indicates air quality. So obviously the smoke from the bushfire is going up north and it's affecting the air quality. So if you click on the information, then it has EPA, okay, air quality. Warning, there is yesterday smoke from fires burning in the northeast, southeast. Gippsland is currently impacting air quality in the northeast, including Wangaratta, Benalla, Mansfield, Bright and Beechworth area. Smoke can exaggerate existing heart and lung conditions and cause irritated eyes, coughing and wheezing. So if you have any of those conditions, I would recommend that you don't go outside, or go outside with a mask on like a lot of people in Japan and Hong Kong do. So air quality is expected to continue to improve in this afternoon, in the evening and morning. Air quality may deteriorate. Air quality is expected to be unhealthy for people with sensitivities tomorrow. So don't go out if you have a problem breathing in smoggy conditions. And if we go down, what is this? No. Bushfire. Ooh, large bushfire. That's actually pretty bad. Okay. Bushfire. Okay, the Dandongadale Murray Creek track fire is not yet under control. The fire is 1,290 hectares inside. The fire is burning within established control lines on public and private land. Crews will continue with the backburning operations today to secure control lines. This may increase smoke in the area. 170 personnel deployed to the bushfire. 12 firebombing aircraft are being used to support the ground firefighters. This Watch and Act replaces a Watch and Act issued yesterday 6 PM. Okay, so basically just don't go to that area, really. Don't interrupt what the firefighters are trying to do unless you are a firefighter yourself and are requested to go there. The police will be out to prevent anyone from going to that area anyway. So if bushfire, 3 vehicles, large bushfire, and only got 3 vehicles at the moment. That's going to increase. I'm going to watch that one, see what happens. No. So anyway, just don't go to any bushfire areas, people, because it does impact people's lives. Maybe I'll make another video of images of bushfires at the moment. So as you can see, that's pretty useful. So this yellow area here is where all the smoggies, and yellow area around there is also where smoggies. Just don't go to these areas. I'd say thank you very much for watching my video, and keep away from bushfires, people. Bye bye.